Now the next topic related to IPv6 in CCNA, that is IPv6 address range. IPv6 provides some ranges, like the first one is global unicast address. As IPv4 have public addresses, or you can say the global addresses that are uniquely used over the internet, same like IPv6 have global unicast address. The range of global unicast address in IPv6 is this is again CIDR value. It defines only 3 bits are used to define the network. All other bits are used to define the host. Now the three bits means 0, 0, 1. These 3 bits are prefixed. We cannot change these 3 bits in global unicast address, or you can say public address in IPv4. It means if you are using 000 for first 3 bits, now the fourth bit becomes 0, maybe 0 or maybe 1. It means if we are using 0 here for fourth bit, we have 2, and if we are using 1 here, we have 3. It means any IPv6 address that start from 2 or 3, they will called as global unicast address. The next address range for IPv6 is unique local address. As IPv4 have private IP range, this address, unique local address, is work same like private IP range. The range of this address is FC00:7. 7 means starting 7 bits are used for define the network. It means 7 bits are reserved for the network and other bits are using for host. Now the next thing is link local address. Link local address. It is a very good feature of IPv6. As IPv4 having a PIPA. A PIPA means automatic private IP address. Every host having an automatic IPv4 address. For example, if we are not configuring any IPv4 for any host that having Microsoft window, then Microsoft having a feature called APIPA that provide a IPv4 range, or you can say temporary IPv4 address to host. Same this work is done in IPv6 by link local address. Link local address is provide automatically a temporary IPv6 address to Microsoft host. These addresses that provide by link local address range in IPv6 and by APIPA in IPv4, these addresses are temporary and only work within network. we cannot use these addresses over the internet or by for communicating with device that belongs to another network. It means if we are using an address that belongs to link local, a PC having a link local address, that PC cannot communicate with a, another network's PC. They this PC can communicate within its own network. This is the link local address, and the range of link local address is this is EFE80:10. It means 10 bits, starting 10 bits are reserved for network and all other bits are calculated via algorithm that provide by link local address. Now the next thing is multicast address. As IPv4 have multicast address range 224.0.0.0, this is a multicast address range for IPv6, IPv4. IPv6 also have a multicast range, and that range is FF00/8. This is the range for multicasting in IPv6. Like RIP, multicast address for RIP is for EIGRP. Multicast address is A. Now for OSPF having two multicast addresses. The first one is and the second one is these are nothing but the convergence of IPv4 multicast address into IPv6 address. Like in OSPF, IPv4 having two multicast address, they are changed into IPv6, or you can say 128 bits. They becomes the multicast address of OSPF in IPv6. As IPv4 having a loopback address that is 127. This range is used for loopback in IPv4. In IPv6 we use :1. This is a loopback address in IPv6. We can change IPv4 address into IPv6 address. For example, if we having this, it means this become :0 in IPv6, and this is used for loopback address for IPv6. For example, if we having an address like 192.168.1.1, then we can use this address in IPv6 like 0.0.0.0.192.168.1.1. This is the IPv6 conversions for this IPv4 address. This address is also changed like 0. These are colons because IPv6 having colons 192.168:1:1. Also we can use double colon here. This is the IPv4 address, IPv6 address, or you can say IPv6 conversions of this IPv4 address. Now we move to the practical part, how we can assign IPv6 address to any interface of router. For this we need Cisco packet tracer. So we open the Cisco packet tracer first. Now this is our Cisco packet tracer. I am using this router. Open this router. Wait till the image is load. Now we can use the router. First thing, we are taking a scenario like I am going to give a IPv6 address to a particular interface of this router. Let's check the interfaces. Show. You can see here these interfaces are unassigned an IP address. Now I am using IPv6 to assign a IP address to this particular interface. Before assigning, I want to tell there are two ways to assign a IPv6 address. The first one is link local address. We can assign link local address to an interface of a router, and we can assign a particular IPv6 address that is used globally also. But a link local address is not used globally. We can use or we can communicate with other PC or host that belongs to our own network. So now the first one is I'm using a link local address to this particular interface. For this, go to your configuration mode. Now open your interface like FA0x0. Now IPv6. Here you have an option enable. By this command you are enabling IPv6 on this particular interface. After enabling, router automatically calculate a IPv6 address for this particular interface. That IPv6 address is link local address. Now you can see here this is all now this is still shows unassigned IP address. If you want to check your link local address, just type show IPv6 interface FA0x0. Now you can see here link local address is this. This is your link local address for this particular interface. As we are showing in the case of IPv4, we are using show IP interface FA0x0. This command, instead of IP we need to put IPv6 for all available command, or you can see for maximum commands. Maximum commands are used like this scenario same. You need to put IPv6 instead of IP. For example, if you want to check the routing table, in the case of IPv4, we are using this command show IP route. Instead of this command, in the case of IPv6, you just put IPv6 on the place of IP. This is IPv6 routing table, and this is the routing table for IPv4, and this is the routing table for IPv6. Now the another way to give a IP address to a particular interface, just go to that interface FA0x0. In the case of IPv4, we are using this command IP add. Now we put the any IP address here. Just use IPv6 instead of IP and give any IP address here. For example, I am using this IP address. Instead of subnet mask, we are using CIDR here. You can, this is my link local. You can put link local address statically. Just type link local here. But instead of link local, I am giving an IP address with /64 CIDR value. Now you can see show IP interface brief. Instead of IP, we need to put IPv6. You can see here, this is your link local address and this is your IP address that is used globally. In the case of FA0x1, the second interface, I am putting IPv6 enable. IPv6 enable. Now use this command do show IPv6 interface brief. Now you can see here, this is your link local address for this particular interface, and in this FA0x0, this is your link local address and this is a IP address that I am assigned by the command. Now the total summary is, instead of IP, you need to use IPv6 in every command. Where we are using IP in IP version 4, we need to use IPv6 in IPv6